All right, what's going on, everybody? I'm Blitz5 and hope you guys are doing well. It's been a little while since I've made a video, but we finally have some PUBG news to go over. So I'm going to share that with you guys now. First and foremost, we have a new game mode available for a limited amount of time, 2 in-game events that are going on in PUBG, a sweepstakes, and also some leaked information about a new item coming into the game, which I'm going to cover in this video. So first, as I mentioned, we have the Halloween Battle Royale mode, which is basically the return and variation of Fantasy Battle Royale. And I figured I would read what PUBG has to say here as they kind of introduced this mode with a post today on October 20th, 2021. With only a few weeks before the ancient ghost-chasing Celtic festival of Samhain, yes, Halloween, we want to drop a little surprise into your candy pockets. And yes, I did Google how to pronounce that because I had no idea. First of all, do you remember Fantasy Battle Royale? Fantasy BR was first released as an experimental prank mode for April Fool's Day, but the popularity of the mode was so explosive that the service was extended for another week. Yeah, there was a lot of hype around Fantasy Battle Royale. People have been asking for it back, and this is PUBG's take on it for Halloween. So for this Halloween, we've decided to resurrect last year's Fantasy Battle Royale from its legendary ruins and polish it into a spookier version and name. PUBG Labs is back with Halloween Battle Royale. Are you ready to charge into the spine-chilling battlegrounds? And then as we scroll down here, we can check out the different classes and some of their abilities. You can also see this if you load into one of the matches. Before you pick a character, you can kind of read a little bit about each one. There's 4 main classes. So the first one here is the Executioner class, and this is kind of like the tank melee class. I didn't get to play as this class, so I can't really talk in depth about it, but I feel like these ones are usually pretty self-explanatory. Then we have the Ranger class, and what's interesting about this Battle Royale versus the first Fantasy one is that each class you can kind of change the main weapon that the character has. So there's a skill tree that splits into 2. So for example, if you're the Ranger, you can stick with the crossbow and shoot people at a distance, or you can spec with a sword, and then you can actually make the Ranger go invisible and sort of play like an assassin character. So this is more of a damage dealer and also stealthy if you spec it that way. Then we have the Pyromancer, which is a classic mage. And for example, you can spec this in Pyromancer and just shoot fireballs at people, or you can spec this into a weapon and actually use the M249, which has unlimited ammo, but kind of has a cooldown period if you shoot too much, to be your major damage dealer. So I thought this was interesting. You can kind of choose, even though some people were disappointed that there was guns in this instead of just all being fantasy. And then last, we have the Cleric, which you have your sword or baton, whatever you would call that. I forget the exact name for that, or axe, mace, whatever. And then you also have a shield. And then you can also spec to have a shotgun, but it only heals at a distance and then does very little amount of damage at a distance. Actually, when you shoot an enemy, it makes them weaker for like the next few seconds. So you're basically just being a healing character. And it's unfortunate because the Cleric is kind of a boring character, but you almost need one because it's the only way that you get first aids is if you have a Cleric. You can only find bandages on the map. So it is kind of important to have a Cleric. So make sure that somebody on your team is one of these. And then, of course, you can go OP and just do all Pyromancers other than the Cleric or all Executioners. But honestly, this time around, I would say the crossbow is pretty hard to use in this game. But if you spec the Ranger into the sword assassin guy and go invisible, it's actually pretty OP because you can sneak up behind a character and then you're actually able to hit them, because we all know using melees in PUBG, especially on console, is very difficult. Once you load into the game, you won't be on a plane. You'll be aboard the ghost ship, as PUBG is calling it, which I thought was kind of a fun touch to this, even though some people were memeing this as the Fortnite battleship. But pretty cool entrance into the lobby. Also remember that there's some different rules in here. The vehicle is super slow. There's only really UASs. I don't think there was boats, so make sure you guys drop towards the center. I'm not making this video to be a tutorial, but more to just let you guys know that this is available, and it's a pretty fun mode. You can go in, make sure you can loot all the items. You have a limited inventory. You have to pick up items on the ground for each class that are listed kind of by color. So for example, the yellow potions are for the Ranger, the purple potions are for the Pyromancer. You collect as many things as you can, you share them with your teammates, and you try to level your classes up, different skill trees. And then also there's some chests that can fall down, like crates. You can go to them and kind of get more things to level up all the way to level 5. So that's the goal. Try to level up, stay in zone, stick together, and use teamwork to win. And just to share my opinion, I enjoy that PUBG makes these game modes. I know some people don't. Obviously, you don't need to play if you don't like it. But I would say that this is much better with friends or people that are actually going to try. If you're doing this by yourself, it's not that fun. And you kind of almost need a full squad just the way the game plays. So make sure you can kind of get online with some buddies, play it, enjoy it. If it's not your thing, then just move on back to the regular Battle Royale. Next, we have the in-game events. So if you load into the main menu and hit start and then go to the events tab, which you guys should be checking periodically because PUBG's been doing a lot of in-game events, you'll see that there are 2 available. The first one, which is already going on, is called Wicked Halloween and runs all the way until October 27th. And here you can earn some points to get some more contraband coupons and then ultimately earn the green ghost spray. So PUBG has been giving away sprays in game and then also to Twitch partners or PUBG partners, excuse me, on Twitch. I actually have the drops on my account. There's 2 this week. So if you guys are interested in that, you can get them for free by just watching for a half hour at a time to earn each drop. And then you can also earn the stuff that's in game by collecting the points and, trying to play daily and collect as many points as you can get. And then the new event, which just launched today, is called the Halloween's Last Survivor. And this is running until November 2nd. You can earn points and also try to get this PUBG varsity jacket, which I've been rocking in game. It looks really, really cool. PUBG sent this out to the PUBG partners early. But you definitely want to save up your points, in my opinion, to go for these jackets because it's kind of a one-time event unless this will come back in the future. So I would skip the contraband coupons. Don't buy these if you really want the jacket. Save up your 650 points and go right for that. And then lastly here, before we get into the PUBG leak, we have the Trick or Chicken PUBG Sweepstakes, which is almost a tongue twister there. But this is going on with all of the other Halloween events in game. And what's available to win here as the grand prize is a custom wrapped Trick or Chicken Xbox Series X. And then also as 100 runner-up prizes, 100 people will receive these 3 skins, the terrifying weapon skins, the crossbow, the shotgun, and the M249 in game, which has, I think, a $30 value. And then the value of the Xbox is $500. This isn't like a custom Xbox. It's just custom wrapped. So it just got the skin around it. But nonetheless, it would be really cool to have this. There's only going to be 1 of them that's sent out. And also having an Xbox Series X is awesome. Not everybody was able to get one or is able to get one. So this is really cool. How you win or how you enter to win, you have to log into your Krafton account or create one if you don't have one already. You have to link your gaming account to your Krafton account. So you have to log in, do that, then link it to your Xbox, PlayStation, or PC platform. And then you need to play as all 4 different characters in the Halloween Battle Royale to be eligible to win. So a couple of caveats here. First, this is for US only. And in most of these sweepstakes, you have to be over 18. So if you're under 18, it's not really worth entering. And then second, once you make your account, you can go in and access a creator code. It would be awesome if you guys could put in my name, Blitz5. I'm on the list to help support content creators like myself, or you could put in another streamer that's your favorite, but I'd really appreciate if you guys did me. It really helps me out. And then lastly, I should say good luck. I hope somebody from this community wins. And if you do, please let us know. I'm going to hope that I win or somebody that I know wins. I love this stuff, but I never hear about anybody actually winning the grand prize. And then to wrap up the video, here is some information that was shared from the PUBG Dev Twitter account, which is not an official PUBG account, but it is someone that works for PUBG, and they do occasionally leak some information on purpose to the PUBG community. So they sent out this cryptic tweet, which was kind of like a Pokemon meme of "Who's that Pokemon?" It looked like Doug Trio or Dig Trio, I forget his name. And I was trying to think, what is this going to be? I didn't really know. I was trying to think, like, what's going on? Are they talking about earthquakes? Some people were thinking 3-man squads or something. Then they end up finally replying to that with a 40mm smoke grenade and then 3 large smoke grenades as the Pokemon there instead of the actual Pokemon. So this means that large capacity smoke grenades coming into the game, usually 40mm smoke grenades, are attached underneath a gun or part of its own separate grenade launcher, which is maybe a new thing that'll be coming to the game, maybe as a pistol slot to have a grenade launcher, or maybe as a new item that you can equip to certain guns like the M4, put the smoke grenade launcher underneath. And I feel like this is something that is a no-brainer in PUBG. Smoke's super crucial, fit the realistic narrative of PUBG. Why not add the smoke grenade into this? Maybe shoot the smokes farther out to help your teammates. Even having more smoke capability or capacity is huge, right? It won't take up your bag space if you have 1 or 2 that are loaded on your pistol slot. For example, this is not definite. These are just speculative things that I was kind of thinking about before recording the video. So we'll wait to find out more. No word on when this is coming at all, or if it's even definite. But for them to post something like this, it seems like that's most likely the case, and probably something we'll see by the end of the year. So make sure you guys are subscribed to stay tuned with the latest and greatest PUBG information. And if you guys want to catch some of the gameplay and information live, you can catch me on Twitch at twitch.tv/Blitz5 and friends. Thank you all for watching. I'm Blitz5, and peace out.